Hello everyone, welcome to Energy Conversion 2 class. We will start chapter 6 now and the topic is Special Purpose Electric Machines. So first of all, coming to the introduction part, special purpose electric machines have some features that distinguishes them from conventional machines. We can say stepper motor belongs to that type machine which rotates by a specific number of degrees in response to an input electrical signal, and it is widely used in digital control systems. So first point to understand here is that here an input electrical signal is given, and for this input signal the machine will rotate by a specific number of degrees. Okay, according to the input signal it will give the response, and yes, it is widely used in digital control systems. Now, now coming to the stepper motor. Stepper motors are also known as stepping motors or simply the step motors. A stepper motor is an electromagnetic motor that rotates by a specific number of degrees in response to an input electrical signal. So, stepper motor rotates by a specific number of degree. So, the typical step sizes, or we can say that degree step angles are 2 degree, 2.5 degree, 7.5 degree, 15 degree for each electrical pulses. We can note here that there is no continuous energy conversion, so that the rotor does not rotate continuously as in a conventional electric motor. The stepper motor converts electrical pulses into proportionate mechanical movement. So, by taking electrical pulse, electrical input signal, this motor converts this electrical input signal to a proportionate mechanical power. It gives us mechanical power. It gives us movement, rotations. Each revolution of stepper motor is made of a series of definite individual steps. So with a definite step, the stepper motor moves or rotates. Here we can see, here is a stepper motor, here is a controller, and this is the command pulse. This is the input pulse or input signal. And here we can see the application. Here, for rolling the paper bundle, this stepper motor is used. A step is defined as the angular rotation in degrees of the motor each time it receives the electrical pulse. So, a step is defined as that angular rotation in degree. Okay. Such a step control is required in many applications, and the previous figure illustrates a simple application of a stepper motor. We can say we can use stepper motor in paper bundles for rolling purpose. Each time the controller receives an input electrical signal, the paper is driven to a certain incremental distance. Stepper motors are relatively cheap and simple in construction, and this can be made to rotate in steps in either direction. So, this motor can made to rotate in steps in both the direction, in either direction, that is forward direction or backward direction. This is one advantage of this type of motors, that is step motors. These motors are also excellent candidates for such applications as typewriters. See, these are the functions, these are the applications of stepper motor. There are many fields where this stepper motor can be used in typewriters, control of floppy disk driver, numerical control of machine tools, etc. The stator of a stepper motor of either type above carries stator winding which are energized from a DC source to create two or more stator poles. So here also DC source is present and this DC source is responsible to energize the stator of a stepper motor. The stator poles are also called stator teeth. The rotor of a stepper motor may be a permanent magnet, as in a permanent magnet stepper motor, or a soft iron material, as in case of a variable reluctance motor. So, this can be of two types. The rotor may also have two or more poles. The rotor poles are also called as rotor teeth. The stator coils are energized in groups referred to as phases. The stator windings may be two-phase, three-phase or four-phase winding, and the phase windings are brought out to terminals for DC excitation. Now, the two most popular type of stepper motors, permanent magnet stepper motor, variable reluctance stepper motor. So, this permanent magnet stepper motor is also known as PM stepper motor, and the variable reluctance stepper motor is also known as VR stepper motor. This is the permanent magnet or PM stepper motor. See, this is the permanent magnet used here. The stator is of two poles. The rotor is also of two poles. In the previous figure, it shows a two-pole single-phase permanent magnet stepper motor. When the stator is energized, the excitation torque acts on the rotor. The rotor will move to a position where excitation torque is zero. That is, the rotor will be aligned in parallel to the stator field. Here we can see the graph between the position angle theta and the torque in the motor. Starting from the 0 degree, it will give us a complete sine wave like this. Here we can see, here the theta angle is 0. The motor torque will start developing. Here at theta equal to 90, it will experience maximum torque and again it will start decreasing and again it will become 0 at 180 degree and so on for the next half cycle, and as a result we will see a sinusoidal waveform. Now, permanent magnet stepper motor shows how excitation torque varies with the rotor position. For a permanent magnet rotor, we can note that the maximum torque is developed when the rotor is displaced from the stator field by either 90 degree or 270 degree, which we have already seen in the diagram. However, the torque is 0 and the rotor is aligned or the rotor is parallel with the stator field. Now this is the variable reluctance stepper motor. Here also this is the stator, this is the rotor. The stator is a two-pole stator. The rotor is also a two-pole rotor. Now, variable reluctance stepper motor figure shows a two-pole single-phase variable reluctance stepper motor. When the stator is energized, reluctance torque acts on the rotor or on the soft iron material. The rotor will move a position where reluctance is minimum and the air gap flux is maximum. This means that the rotor teeth will align with the energized stator poles. Now, coming to the diagram, here in the x-axis we have also taken position angle theta. Here we have taken torque as in case of your PM stepper motor. And here we can see, starting from the 0, see 1/2 cycle is divided into 2 again. So 0 to 90 degree, then 90 to 80 degree. So starting from the 0, when the position angle theta is 0, the torque will just start developing. And again, we can say at theta equal to 45 degree, the torque is maximum. And again, at theta equal to 90 degree, the torque is becoming 0. And again, in the negative axis, it is becoming maximum at which angle? Angle like 135. Next again at 180 degree it is 0 and so on. So this figure shows how reluctance torque varies with the rotor position for a variable reluctance soft iron rotor. With the rotor at 0 degree and 90 degree, no torque is developed. We have seen already. Maximum torque is developed at 45 degree and 135 degree, which is the position where reluctance torque forces the rotor or move to position of minimum reluctance. Now coming to the step angle. The angle through which the motor shaft rotates for each command pulse is called the step angle. It can be shown that for any PM or VR stepper motor, the step angle can be found from the following two relations. First one, in terms of stator pulse and rotor pulse. The step angle is given by step angle alpha equals ns minus nr by ns into nr into 360 degree, where alpha is the step angle in degrees, where ns is the number of stator poles or stator teeth, nr is the number of rotor poles or rotor teeth. Second one is in terms of stator phase M and rotor poles NR. The step angle is again given by step angle alpha equals 360 degree divided by M into NR, small m into capital N suffix R, where alpha is the step angle in degrees, where small m is the number of stator phases and capital N suffix R is the number of rotor poles or teeth. Now stepping rate. An important specification of a stepper motor is the stepping rate. The number of steps per second is known as stepping frequency F, and the actual speed of a stepper motor depends on step angle alpha and stepping frequency F and is given by speed of the stepper motor N equals alpha into F by 6, where N is motor speed in RPM, F is the stepping frequency, that is steps per second. So we can go for an example. Determine the step angle of a variable reluctance stepper motor with 12 teeth in the stator and 8 teeth in the rotor. So, number of stator teeth Ns is 12. Number of rotor teeth Nr is 8. So, as a result, step angle will be Ns minus Nr by Ns into Nr into 360 degree, that is 12 minus 8 by 12 into 8 into 360 degree. So, after putting all the values of Ns and Nr, we will get the step angle as 15 degree per step. So, Here you can remember the formula. Only by using this we can find out.